Hello in the new video of Dynasty, whoa, and happy Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year, whatever you want to call it. But wish you guys good fortune and luck and health and wealth, all of those kinds of stuff. But this video, what we are actually going to talk about is this special Lunar New Year event, which is the heroic journey. And all of a sudden I don't know how to pronounce anything. Anyways, heroic journey, what do you do in here? So you're trying to get Guan Yu in here all the way to the bottom and try to get this big envelope, and this envelope contain ingots, and the ingots ranges from 288 to 8,188 ingots, which is a pretty big, huge amount. Obviously if you get the 888, that's pretty nice. If you get the 200 something, anyways, what's the deal? So before I talk about what the dicing do, what you do is actually, this is kind of like board game. Okay, you land on a specific spot, you get that spot you get the reward on that spot, and from the beginning to the end there's 100 slots. Okay, so you're gonna get 100 moves, and you get 5 dice per day for 5 days. So you get 25 dice. For the 25 dice, that means on average each dice has to be 4 or higher in order to get to 100. Now you see there is a dice here and there's 5 of these in total, so you technically have 30 dice if you want. Now it makes it kind of easier, but I already did this in my other account. It didn't turn out that great. But throughout the 5 days, that means each day you have to move 20 spots in order to be on average. Obviously if you move lower than that or higher than that, that would be, that's what average means. So let's take a look. It's still a pretty good deal because everything you land on, you get some reward. Now some of these reward might not be something that you want, some of these might be something that you really want. And as you can see there on the right, there's 2 options for rolling dice. There's the random, which means you roll a dice, and then there's a choose, which means you choose the desired amount. Now it does cost 88 ingots to do this, and I've tried a couple times. The 88 does not change, which is a good thing, because sometimes the game, the next time it increases, it goes up by a certain increment, and it's stupid. But this one doesn't seem like it changes. So at most, 25 dice times 88, which is 2,300, 400, something like that. Okay, let's just round this up to 100. So even if you do 25 times, or with these 30 times, it'll cost you 3,000 ingots at most, from what I can observe right now. And there's a lot of good stuff in here, because as the lower you go to, obviously you see the ingots, the amulet you get all the time, and then there's the red seal pack, there's more beads, you got the transcend stone, soul stone. Here's a good one, 5 transcend stone. I mean, this is worth 1,000 ingots already. And then you have the 7-star region order, which by itself is 2,400 already ingots. And basically that's it. I mean, along the way, if you get any good stuff, that's great. But at the end, you're really looking for this. So even if you spend like 3,000 ingots, and if you can get the 7-star region order, you can get some soul stone and the red seal. And then if you get a decent amount here, even if you don't get anything here, it will still be a pretty good deal, in terms of just for trading ingots for the actual products. Now, but you can get a big refund here, and in fact, you can get even a bigger one to cover all the costs. So I think it can be a very good deal to play. And if you're not trying to aim for this one, just play all the random, and you might be able to get something good, which what we're gonna try to do right now. Because it's situational. When do you want to use the choose dice? In this case, I'm just gonna try show off whatever I can do, because you might want to use the choose dice to avoid certain stuff or try to get certain stuff. Because you see there's a 3 steps forward, lower there is a 3 steps backward. But in this account, I don't really think it matters that much, so I'm just gonna keep rolling. I should have used the dice, the one that I choose, and choose 4 instead, that I could get an extra dice. But anyways, we have 2 more. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now if I roll a 6, it would be pretty bad. But even if it's 6, I don't mind, because I go 3 steps backward, I can get the amulet. Okay, so as lucky as I am, I did the exact same thing in my other account, but I think in my other account I stopped right there. But I have one more chance right here, so let's see where we can get up to. Not very far. Unfortunately, I got a lot of horrible stuff. The only good stuff I got was the amulet. So if you're luckier, or if you just plan to just choose every single dice, you know, you can get much better, much more value in here. Um, Possibly getting a lot of the stuff you want, but I think you should just do the random in the beginning because there's not a lot of good stuff. You want to wait and save your ingots to maybe get like a 2 amulet and a red seal pack. The other stuff I don't really care that much because it doesn't make sense to spend 88 ingots to try to get 1 amulet or anything like that. Maybe it's actually a good deal to get 1 big bag of beads because I would even pay 100 ingot for this to get it in the territory event. So this is it. Hope you guys are lucky in these 5 days. Obviously, there is also the God of Wealth, but I might do another video just showing off how lucky or unlucky I am. But yeah, I hope you guys have a nice and fun Lunar New Year if you do celebrate it. If not, you know, have fun as well. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.